Good evening, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Hope you're having a good evening. I hope you have a bit more energy than I do. I'm a little bit shattered from today. Full day of coaching in the sun. It went really well though. It was really good. So I was teaching a young lad in the morning to sail a Tera, and a young girl in the afternoon to sail a Feva. So in the morning, it was pretty light winds actually, and kind of built through the day. So the light winds in the morning with the young lad, we were in the Tera. I was teaching from a Feva, and he was a beginner. So we were just focusing on learning to tack or improving our tack from our previous session, and a bit of steering as well. And he's doing really great. He's getting on nicely, feeling a bit more confident in the boat, which is cool. I think at those early stages it's very important to build confidence and try and make it as fun as possible, and as light as possible. Try not to scare them too much, but also try and push their skills a little bit. I think there's this tendency to hold back, especially with beginners, to not disrupt them too much, which I completely agree with, especially on big group sessions. Like, doing anything risky is just a bit of a no-no, but if you've got one-to-one sessions, I feel like you can push the boat out a little bit, which is kind of what we did. We stayed pretty close to the shore, sort of reaching up and down, just practicing tacks and steering. So actually there was wasn't much risk involved at all, really. It was just some pretty basic stuff, but we're just harnessing those core skills, which is another thing that I think is pretty crucial early on, is harnessing those core skills, which will take you all the way up through your sort of water sailing career. So the morning went well. Sort of about, I don't know, sort of force 2 at a max, maybe force 3, which was kind of building through the day. So we then broke for lunch. Had some coaching in the morning, just stopped off for a bit of lunch now. Got some coaching in the afternoon, and looking like a pretty nice day. Sea breeze is kind of coming in at the moment, building all day. Basically had like no wind in the morning, and now it's just kind of building through the day. Nice southerly, and beautiful sun's out. Got the blue skies. Yeah, so hopefully you have a little bit more wind this afternoon, a bit more water, and should be a good Feva session. And then met up with the young girl to teach her how to sail a Feva. She was a stage 4 kind of sailor, so a bit more capable on the water, which was really cool. And I was in the boat with her as well, so that one-to-one tuition, I think definitely really helps, because you can really tweak lots of things there and then on the water, and it's obviously very sort of tailor-made, which is, I think, the best setup to improve the fastest. And so it was a little bit windier in the afternoon. Breeze got up to about force 3-4, so we were kind of practicing just a bit of upwind sailing, a bit of tacking, improved tacking, trying to sail as close to the wind as possible. I feel at that stage still trying to learn the concepts of wind awareness. I think that's the biggest thing that people don't necessarily understand unless they were sailing from like a very early age. So it's quite hard to teach it, I think, wind awareness, working out where the wind's coming from at all times, and working out where you need to be according to what you want to do. So there's lots that can go into it, and on top of that you're trying to work on your technique as well, and everything's kind of going on at the same time. So I think over time everything just improves together, which is cool. There are a few little tips and tricks that I sort of implement within my teaching to help people better understand, but there's a level of taking the theory and knowledge in your mind and putting into practice, which is the hardest bit about it. But it went really well. So we definitely improved from the beginning of the session to the end of the session, which is the aim. Doing upwind and tacking, and also a little bit of downwind and jibing as well, just a bit of those manoeuvres. And we were just kind of sailing around the harbour, picking out different marks to go around, and focusing on that upwind and downwind stuff, which was really cool. So I was really pleased with the session, how I ran it. Nice and safe, controlled, and hopefully fun and interesting. So looking forward to doing much more coaching in the future as I start to get booked up through the season, which is really cool. I'm very excited about that.